If you've never had a credit card before, picking your first one feels overwhelming. There are hundreds of options, confusing terms, and everyone online seems to assume you already know what APR means. You don't need to know any of that yet. Today I'm going to cut through all of it and show you the 3 best credit cards for beginners in 2026, based on one thing: which ones are actually easy to get approved for and won't cost you money while you're learning. Here's the thing nobody tells you. Your first credit card isn't about rewards or travel points. It's about one thing: building your credit score. Your credit score is basically a number between 300 and 850 that tells lenders whether you're trustworthy with money. A good score gets you lower interest rates on car loans, better apartment applications, even cheaper insurance in some states. But you can't build a score without credit history, and you can't get credit history without a card. So you're stuck, unless you know where to start. These 3 cards are specifically designed for people in exactly that position. The first card is the Capital One Quicksilver Secured Cash Rewards Credit Card. This one is ideal if you have no credit history at all or a low score. Here's how it works. You put down a deposit of $200 and that becomes your credit limit. You spend on the card, pay it back every month, and Capital One reports that good behavior to the credit bureaus. Your score builds. Over time, Capital One reviews your account and can upgrade you to an unsecured card and return your deposit. The pros: no annual fee, earns 1.5 cash back on every single purchase with no categories to track, and that deposit is fully refundable when you graduate to an unsecured card. The cons: you need that $200 upfront deposit to open the account, and your credit limit starts at whatever you deposit. Best for somebody starting completely from zero who wants cash back while they build credit. The second card is the Capital One Quicksilver Student Cash Rewards Credit Card. If you're a student, this one is hard to beat. No deposit required. You get approved based on your student status even with little or no credit history. It earns 1.5 cash back on every purchase, no categories to track, no annual fee. Right now, there's also a limited time offer. Earn $100 cash back after spending $300 in your first 3 months. The pros: straightforward, no deposit, solid rewards from day one, and Capital One's app makes it easy to track your spending and stay on top of payments. The cons: you'll need to be enrolled in college or university to qualify, and your starting credit limit will likely be low. That's normal and expected. Use it for small purchases and pay it off in full every month. Best for current students who want to start building credit without putting money down. The third card is the Chase Freedom Rise, built specifically for credit beginners and one of the strongest options available right now. No annual fee. Earns 1.5 cash back on everything. No deposit required. Chase will consider you even with limited credit history, and your approval odds go up significantly if you have a Chase checking or savings account with at least $250 in it. The pros: Chase is one of the most respected names in credit, and starting here puts you in their ecosystem. That matters because once your score climbs, you can upgrade to premium Chase cards like the Sapphire Preferred, one of the best travel cards on the market. Think of Freedom Rise as step 1 of a longer game. There's also a $25 statement credit if you set up automatic payments within your first 3 months. The cons: having an existing Chase bank account genuinely helps approval odds. Without one, it's slightly harder to get in. Best for anyone who wants to plant their flag with a major bank and build from there long term. So to recap, if you have 0 credit and need a secured card, go with the Capital One Quicksilver Secured. If you're a student and want no deposit required, the Capital One Quicksilver Student is your pick. And if you want to start with a major bank you can grow with For years, the Chase Freedom Rise is the move. One rule applies to all three. Pay your full balance every single month, not the minimum, the full amount. That one habit will build your credit score faster than anything else and means you'll never pay $1 in interest. All three cards are linked in the description below. I'll also drop a quick comparison chart there so you can see them side by side. If this helped you, subscribe. I break down money tips like this every week in plain words, no finance degree required. See you in the next one.